What is going on? It's your boy Corey Glass of Awake Ministries. We're advocating wisdom and knowledge everywhere. It's no one priority at all times. 9 minutes is change. Y'all know how this go. We're going to keep it short and sweet. I ain't going to cap. There ain't really no point in rushing it. It's going to be 2 parts anyway. It's going to be the lesson of Noah. Yeah, Sersky. Might as well get right into it. Thank y'all for tuning in. God bless. First and foremost, before I start, Lord, please bless my words. May they instill wisdom and knowledge into those listening. Please guide my tongue. In the name of Jesus, I solemnly pray. Amen. Let's get it. First of all, Noah's name meant this one shall bring us relief from our work and the toil of our hands out of the very ground that the Lord has put under a curse. So Noah was a blessing. Let's get into it. Chapter 6, verse 5. When the Lord saw how great the wickedness of human beings was on earth, and how every desire that their heart conceived was always nothing but evil, the Lord regretted making human beings on the earth, and his heart was grieved. So the world was so evil, bro, that God just looked down at niggas and was like, I can't do this. He regretted making human beings. The people in the garden that he said he declared was very good. So the Lord said, I will wipe out from the earth the human beings I have created, and not only the human beings, but also the animals and the crawling things and the birds of the air, for I regret that I have made them. But Noah found favor with the Lord. So first of all, here is the wickedness of man. Let's keep this in mind. The wickedness of man was so great that the Lord said he had to wipe them all out. So in today's society, in today's way of days of life, bro, we have to keep that in mind, bro. Like, if the wickedness continues, it's just God gonna do the same thing, whether it's this country, whether it's another country. It's biblical. It's a biblical standard. Check me out. But Noah found favor with the Lord. And this is so good, right? Because when you're favored by God, it can save you from disaster, bro. Being favored by God in this situation with Noah saved him from a global disaster. And that is a blessing. This is why we always want to find ourselves on the right side of God. We always want to make sure we're in a right place with him, because you reap the benefits of that. Hence you have Noah. Let's keep it going. These are the descendants of Noah. Noah was a righteous man and blameless in his generation. So there's a reason that Noah found favor with God. He was righteous and blameless. Noah walked with God. Noah begot 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. But the earth was corrupt in the view of God and full of lawlessness. Here the earth is corrupt and full of lawlessness. But Noah was found righteous and blameless. Got to keep this in mind. When God saw how corrupt the earth had become since all mortals had corrupted their ways on earth, God said to Noah, I see that the end of all mortals has come, for the earth is full of lawlessness because of them. So I am going to destroy them with the earth. Make yourself an ark of gopher wood, equip the ark with various compartments, and cover it inside and out with pitch. This is how you shall build it. The length of the ark will be 300 cubits, its width 50 cubits, and its height 30 cubits. It's a little bigger than a football field, just in case you're wondering about those measurements. Make an opening for daylight and finish the ark a cubit above it. But the ark's entrance on its side, you will make it with bottom, second, and third decks. I, on my part, am about to bring the flood waters on the earth to destroy all creatures under the sky in which there is the breath of life. Everything on earth will perish. I will establish my covenant with you. You shall go into the ark, you and your sons, your wife, and your sons' wives with you. Of all living creatures, you shall bring 2 of every kind into the ark, 1 male and female, to keep them alive along with you. Of every kind of bird, of every kind of animal, and of every kind of thing that crawls on the ground, 2 of each will come to you, that you may keep them alive. Moreover, you are to provide yourself with all the food that is to be eaten, and store it away that it may serve as provisions for you and for them. Noah complied. He did just as God commanded him. So another thing you want to keep in mind right here. Here this man was a righteous man, somebody that stood righteous. And because of his righteousness and his blamelessness, not only was he saved, his family was saved. So God gave his whole family a ticket and a pass to be saved from the evil destructions of earth. Because mind you, he said he was finna destroy this mug. He finna take everybody out because of the wickedness. He said he would establish his covenant with him simply because he was doing the right thing. Cool. Bring 2 of every kind onto the ark, 1 male and 1 female. That goes to show you right there, there are only 2 genders. This is a biblical principle, ladies and gentlemen. I can't argue Bible. I refuse to argue Bible. 2 genders, 1 male, 1 female. God stated this for a reason. Can't change what's in the Bible. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Moreover, you are to provide for yourself with all the food that is to be eaten and store it away that it may serve as provisions for you and for them. So, in the event of this natural disaster to come, they had to prepare themselves. They had to store provisions. They had to have enough sustenance for them to be able to survive through this disaster that was to come. And they had to prepare accordingly. Noah complied, and he did just as God had commanded him. That's a key one. That's a key verse right there. Noah complied, and he did just as God commanded him. His obedience to the word and will of God. Chapter 7. Then the Lord said to Noah, go into your ark, you and all your household, for you alone in this generation I have found to be righteous before me. Of every clean animal, take with you 7 pairs, a male and his mate. And of the unclean animals, 1 male, 1 pair, a male and his mate. Likewise, of every bird of the air, 7 pairs, a male and a female, to keep their progeny alive all over the earth. For 7 days from now, I will bring rain down on the earth for 40 days and 40 nights. And so I will wipe out from the face of the earth every being that I have made. Noah complied, just as the Lord had commanded. Noah was 600 years old when the flood came upon the earth. Together with his sons, his wife, and his sons' wives, Noah went into the ark because of the waters of the flood. Of the clean animals and the unclean, of the birds and of everything that crawls on the ground, 2 by 2, a male and female, came to Noah in the ark, just as God had commanded him. When the 7 days were over, the waters of the flood came upon the earth. And the 600th year of Noah's life, in the second month, on the 17th day of the month, on that day, all the fountains of the great abyss burst forth, and the floodgates of the sky were open. For 40 days and 40 nights, heavy rain poured down on the earth. That's a lot of rain. On the very same day, Noah and his sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and Noah's wife, and the 3 wives of Noah's sons had entered the ark, together with every kind of wild animal, every kind of tame animal, every kind of crawling thing that crawls on the earth, and every kind of bird. Pairs of all creatures which were there was the breath of life came to Noah into the ark. Those that entered were male and female of all creatures. They came as God had commanded Noah. Then the Lord shut them in. The flood continued upon the earth for 40 days. As waters increased, they lifted the ark so that it rose above the earth. The water swelled and increased greatly on the earth, but the ark floated on the surface of the waters. Higher and higher on the earth, the waters swelled, until all the highest mountains under the heavens were submerged. The waters swelled 15 cubits higher than the submerged mountains. All creatures that moved on earth perished. Birds, tame animals, wild animals, and all that teemed on the earth, as well as all humankind. Everything on dry land with the breath of life in its nostrils died. The Lord wiped out every being on earth, humans and animals, the crawling things and the birds of the air. All were wiped out from the earth. Only Noah and those with him in the ark were left. And when the waters had swelled on the earth for 150 days, God remembered Noah and all the animals, wild and tame, that were with him in the ark. So God made a wind sweep over the earth, and the waters began to subside. The fountains of the abyss and the floodgates of the sky were closed, and the downpour from the sky was held back. Gradually the waters receded from the earth. At the end of 150 days, the waters had so diminished that in the 7th month, on the 17th day of the month, the ark came to rest on the mountains of Ararat. The waters continued to diminish until the 10th month, and on the first day of the 10th month, the tops of the mountains appeared. At the end of 40 days, Noah opened the hatch of the ark that he had made, and he released a raven. It flew back and forth until the waters dried up from the earth. Then he released a dove to see if the waters had lessened on the earth. But the dove could find no place to perch and return to him in the ark, for there was water all over the earth. Putting out his hand, he caught the dove and drew it back to him inside the ark. He waited yet 7 days more, and again released the dove from the ark. In the evening, the dove came back to him, and there in his bill was a plucked off olive leaf. So Noah knew that the waters had diminished on earth. He waited yet another 7 days, and then released the dove, but this time it did not come back. So at this point, the waters are all over. The waters destroyed the earth, all right, flooded everything. It's been raining 40 days, 40 nights. They've been chilling on the ark. By this point in the text, though, the waters have receded, and everything is slowly going back to normal. God has rescued him and Noah and his family because of his righteousness. And we got 20 seconds left, so check back in for part 2. This is Corey Glass of Wake Ministries. We're advocating wisdom and knowledge everywhere is known priority at all times. God bless each and every one of you on the sound of my voice. Thank you for tuning in.